People of the Republic, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, if I was Prime Minister,
God, you are Prime Minister.
Oh yes, okay. People of the Republic, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, I have been advised that as your Prime Minister, I wish to explain how I could have protested against the highway extension from Debe to Mont Desert and then imposed it on the very citizens who trusted that I would not betray them when I came into power.
God, you can't say that. Truth is irrelevant here. Remember, we decided to act like that never happened.
Okay. As your Prime Minister, I want to urge all the citizens in the nation to abide by the decisions made in the national interest and within the laws that govern our republic. While the contract for this billion-dollar project was never open for tender...
Cut! Remember, we decided to act like that never happened. I noted it down after cabinet. See? Look at my phone. It says, note to self. Just focus on the people suffering and how we're here to save them. That always works.
Okay. This ambitious highway plan from San Fernando to Point Fortin aims to help those who endure the daily stress and inconvenience of the frustrating traffic and the consequential adverse impact on their quality of life and the economy. We know this plan is the best one because we have done and followed all the necessary studies.
Cut! No, you can't say that either.
But jail, what now?
We didn't do any of the studies, PM, remember?
You're right, you know. Look, maybe we should just say so, but tell everybody, don't worry, we know what we're doing. Same thing with Section 34 and the runoff proposal and thing.
No, PM. That's why Kublalsingh on that hunger strike. First time, 21 days without food or water to get us to agree to a study to find out if these things have to be done. We agreed to the study. It cost us 700,000. Then after it said these things have to be done, we just ignore it clean so. Remember? That's why he on this hunger strike again. We didn't do any studies. We didn't change anything.
The damn James Armstrong report. And now they have some new maximum connectivity proposal. It's supposed to be better, some kind of win-win solution. This speech is real stress, you know. I feel it's just better to fly out.
I don't think you can fly out again, PM.
I could just circle in the chopper till it's done.
Okay. AG call and say, forget we didn't do any of the studies. Just focus on how we winning in the courts. That's sounding official.
That's sounding right just for real. Okay. I would like to remind the public that this case remains before the courts for adjudication. The highway reroute movement should therefore respect the rule of law and allow due process to take its course. Yes, construction has continued the whole time, undermining the legal process, so that by the time the courts decide all them houses done bulldoze already...
Cut! Leave out that last part.
Yeah, in fact, that kind of sounding bad now I hear it say so myself. Court and construction going on same time, no wonder they're trying to stop it with protests. Oh well, all roads lead to election 2015. Look, we just finished this thing now. I have a box drain to open and 9 ministers meeting me there and I'll late.
Okay. Start after due process.
Right, okay. I looking believable still? I would like to assure the nation that the 1.4 million aggregate coming from the northern range to fill up the Oropouche Lagoon is very necessary for financiers.
For future generations.
For future generations who believe that ecosystems can be destroyed and massive quarrying can take place with no effect on anything whatsoever. For future generations who agree that huge flooding was something we didn't need to think about until we are 5 feet deep in muddy water that used to drain into the lagoon. That's not sounding right, huh?
Look, just put the word expert in there somewhere.
Ooh, expert is a good one. Okay. Our experts have already examined the transportation plan we are following, so it does not need to be available to the public. The experts have decided that no alternate routes need to be considered because experts agree on the basis of no studies that this is the best for the party.
The country.
Right. This is the best for the country. I am moved by the futility of such self-destructive action as Dr. Kublalsingh's. We will not be held to ransom. We ask, do not harm yourself as a form of protest when we can harm you by talking about our proud history of dialogue and conciliation while not actually engaging in truth about this issue.
We go have to cut out that part, just give it a nice end. We go cut out the rest.
May God continue to bless you as He continues to bless and give equality to each and every citizen in our nation, except all the gays and the lesbians. Because the voice of the people is the voice of God, until the voice starts sounding vexed about Invaders Bay or Tacarigua or Mont Desert or hell. Somebody call a PR company now.